All right, so I've got this platform all washed off. Let it dry overnight, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is giving it a good scrub down, because the power washer, it's kind of weak. It's gentle enough to use on the engine and stuff like that, but it doesn't really do that good of a job deep cleaning. So I'm going to hose it down with this degreaser that I use, and I'm going to take all this plastic off, take this guy off, get these glides off, and I guess I'll take these out too. Scrub everything down, see how it looks, and then I might try my hand at using my orbital polisher in some compound and seeing if this thing can buff up so that it's showroom nice. Paint's not too bad on it, but it's kind of cloudy, hazed over. Looks pretty bad over here. I wonder if this got exposed to the same stuff the hood did. Paint's probably a lot tougher than the plastic, so it didn't affect it so much, but yeah, I think I'll get started. Ooh, that's kind of gross. These are for the seat glides. The cup holder's just held in with these speed nuts. I'm not going to use the impact on those. Apparently power washing gets some, but not all. This thing needs another blast, I think. It is considerably colder today than it was yesterday. I'm going to go outside and wash this thing, and I did discover that the little red wagon is perfect for moving this thing around. Well, got everything all cleaned up, looks quite a bit better. I'm going to let that dry for a while, and then if it's warm enough, I'll hit it with the orbital polisher and see what happens. In the meantime, just looking over these glides, and they are quite nasty. There's so much stuff packed in there. And then while I was looking at it, a live worm or a caterpillar of some sort fell out, and yep, he's moving around. That's pretty gross. Maybe this is the grossest thing on the tractor. He's going to go outside. This is not the first time I've run into something like this. The 165 I dragged out of someone's garage. It had been sitting outside for quite a while. And when I dragged it home, I stuck it in my garage. And the next morning there was an ant colony coming out of it and walking all over the floor, so I had to move it outside. And then as I worked on it, there was a lone wood cockroach that was running around the inside of this tractor and eluding me for a day or two until I finally caught up with him. It was pretty gross. That tractor was disgusting. This one, slightly less disgusting. I don't know what that is. I wonder if that's from, hope that's not a gypsy moth or something, larva. It's kind of small, but. All right, about ready to get started cleaning this guy up. It's pretty dry. I think it's warm enough. There's definitely something going on here. Something spilled on this. I got good, nice paint over here, crummy paint over here. So I'm going to try to clean all this up. There's a lot of fine scratches in this. Might be from when I brushed it, but it's just a lawnmower. Who cares? This, though, this haziness, I'd like to take care of that. And I want to see if I can get this paint scuff out. So to do the job, I am armed with a 3-inch orbital polisher. This is brand new. I got some polishing compound. Maybe to do the first pass, then the second pass I'll just try this cleaner wax. And an old sock. And an old but unused A-shirt, i.e. wife beater. No, I do not beat my wife. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, I've also got I got a sanding sponge because it worked well on the mower deck to get the red paint off. Worst case, I can maybe try to take this white paint off with this wet sponge here. We'll see how it goes. I think it's starting to work. Probably be a little more aggressive. Well, I've made a pass at it with the buffing compound, or sorry, polishing compound, and it looks quite a bit better. I think there's more to do. It's not doing a whole lot on this paint here, so I think I might try my wet sand sponge on that, and I think the compound will probably take out the scratches from that, hopefully. It is revealing some real deep scratches from normal wear and tear. Not much I'm going to be able to do about that, but it's slowly working. Oh, it takes it right out. Much better. Okay, so after about, I don't know, on and off and over the course of an hour messing around with this thing, I've gotten it looking a lot better. What was once discernible hazy area versus shiny area, that's been cleaned up. There are still some hazy spots that I just need to keep working on. What I ended up doing was just kind of experimenting. And what I learned was use the compound and just be aggressive. This isn't a show car, so it doesn't really matter if I burn the paint or something. This is my first time doing this, so I don't have a lot of experience, but it is definitely making a huge improvement. I'm going to keep working around here with that compound, just keep trying to cut it. And then I've been chasing it with the cleaner wax with a less aggressive pad, and it's working. So I'm going to keep at it. Probably won't record anymore, but yeah, that's it. Looks good. Okay, after probably at least 2 hours on and off throughout the day, I have more or less finished this thing up. I think I've done about all I can do to it. But overall, I would say it looks very good. It almost looks wet in some spots. The paint over here is still kind of hazy, but I think that'll just need a lot of attention. Maybe with some different pads for the orbital polisher or different compounds or something like that. But like I mentioned before, it's not a show car, it's a lawnmower. So I think it looks great. All the plastic parts, I gave all that stuff a bath. It looks pretty good, and I think I'm going to start putting those things on. Footrest or platform pad, whatever you want to call it, all washed off. Looks pretty good. That's a carriage bolt for the mounting tab on the front. Much better. Starting to look like a tractor again.